Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is Coach Daredevil with another episode in our NCAA 13 Coaching Dynasty. We're, in year 2 of our job as the offensive coordinator of the Florida Atlantic Owls. We are 3-1 on the season, coming out with a better record in our non-conference games than we did last year, actually. Although, to be fair, we played Alabama and Georgia last year. But as you can see, we are opening up our conference games this week with a game against UL Lafayette, or the University of Louisiana Lafayette, of course, the Raging Cajuns. They are rated better than us. As you can see, they have more points per game. They have more rush offense, and they have a better pass defense and better turnover differential. So we'll have to see how this ends up playing out. It could be a close one. I do not remember. I probably should have gone back and looked, because I do not remember what if we had beat them last year or not. Nevertheless, it is time to take on the Raging Cajuns. We'll have to see if we can get the job done here on the road in our conference opener this year. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. We'll have to see. It's gonna be a tough battle. We are looking to have a better run than we did last year. Of course, last year we looked really good until the last few games, and then we just kind of jumped off a cliff. But this year we're hoping to do good, hoping to potentially get ourselves to a bowl this year. Although, to be fair, as we learned last year, you basically have to be, in this conference, you basically have to be the champion in order to get to a bowl. So we would have to actually knock off FIU, which will be a challenge for sure. But this game's not about FIU. That's a future game. This is about FAU taking on ULL, the Raging Cajuns. We're going to go with the coin toss. And we win the coin toss this time, so we will be receiving to start off the second half. We'll have to see what they can do on offense here. And they're going to drive down and get a touchdown. So, 7-0 ball game already. We will have to see if the Owls can rebound after giving up a opening drive touchdown. We start this drive, 5 wide, empty backfield. Back to pass here. Completes it across the middle for about 7 yards there, so that's a good thing there. As we already get a studio update, and we see that it was a studio update that we really didn't need because number 3 South Carolina just destroyed Idaho, who was already 0-5. So I don't know why we're seeing that. Okay, cool. The number 3 team in the nation dominated somebody. Cool. Brett Daniel with the 7-yard reception there. He's back after being knocked out of the last game with a mild concussion. He is back in this one here on 2nd and 3. He's going to get the handoff, and he's going to fight forward. He does fumble the ball, though. He fumbles the ball right into the hands of the defense. So he got the first down, but unfortunately he did fumble and lost the ball. There was a holding call after the fumble was recovered, so for the I think that was his first fumble of his career so far in this, but he fumbles the ball away, and we give it right back to the Raging Cajuns, who then go and put a field goal on the board. So we're already down 10-0. This is not a good sign. Not a good sign of potentially things to come. We already are having to battle back in a 2-score game. We turn around and hand off once again here, and that play goes nowhere. That's a loss of a yard on that one. Daniel unable to get away from the defense there. Not looking great right now, the offense here for the Owls. Not looking great so far. Turn around handoff here on 2nd and 11. Daniel's able to at least get around the line a little bit and pick up a few yards, but it's still going to leave a 3rd and 7 to try to pick up. So 3rd and 7 here. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Stover's up under center. He is looking on the slant there, completes it, and they do give him the first down. They say that the forward progress broke the first down marker, so it is a first down for the Owls here, as the drive is kept alive. Up to about the 46-yard line. The Owls trying to make something happen on this drive. They need to at this point. They're already down 2 scores. But a holding penalty will not help that out, as there is a flag on the play. At least we didn't have the first holding penalty of the day, I guess. But Allen Robinson got called for the holding penalty there. Going to be his 1st and 18 now. As the Owls have continued to have problems with holding calls in their the last year and a half or so here. Something I need to probably look into adjusting, but keep forgetting to. Nevertheless, 1st and 18 here. So we're back to pass. He fakes it. He's going to try to run, and he picks up a yard for it. So at least he didn't lose yardage, I guess. That's something to be happy about, I guess. But unfortunately, he took off before the play was able to really develop. To be fair, he did have a defender pretty much in his face at one point there. 2nd and 17 now. Back in the shotgun. Someone jumped, but unfortunately they did not call the holding penalty there. Or the offside penalty. Nevertheless, it was a reception there. Joe Robinson there, I believe. Right? Yeah. Hamilton, sorry. Hamilton, that's what I meant. The tight end making the reception there. So we got a 3rd and 9 situation here. I don't know where it got Rob. Oh, I got Robinson because of the fullback. So we're back in the shotgun. He's got 1 man in the backfield. Back to pass here. Looking, throws it. Interception. I don't know where he was throwing that ball. The defender, or the receiver, was about a good couple of yards the other way there. As we see, number 18 Iowa is winning 3-0 over number 5 Wisconsin at home. So 2 turnovers so far in the first 2 drives for the Owls. This is not looking good. And the Raging Cajuns put a field goal on the board, so it's still only a 2-possession game, but this is not looking good for the Owls so far. 2 drives in the first quarter, and both of them led to turnovers. Faking the handoff here on 1st down. Stover looking. He's going to air it up. Oh, Stewart had that, and he dropped it. That would have been a hell of a gain. He was open. He would have caught, if he'd caught that, that would have been one hell of a gain, but unfortunately he had it drop out of his hands. The Owls are looking kind of rough here in the first half so far. They're looking kind of shaken up, and I'm not sure what's going on here. That run only goes for a yard there for Brett Daniel. It's looking not so great right now. It is, oops. Clicked the wrong button. So 3rd and 9 here. Stover back in the shotgun, 5 wide. They're coming. He's going to air it up. But he's got a man downfield. What a big gain. He gets away from a tackler. Down inside the red zone. Down to about the 6-yard line. Brett Daniel with a hell of a catch and run there. That's what FAU needed. That is what FAU needed. Stover just floated that up for Daniel, who was able to catch that, shed this defender here, and able to get inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 6 or so, depending on where they're going to place him at. But what a hell of a catch and run there by Brett Daniel. They're placing him at the 7. Okay, that's fine. So at the 7-yard line, 1st and goal here. This is what the Owls needed. They needed this injection of life into this drive here. Turn around, pitch out to Daniel, who's going to not really get much of anywhere. In fact, I think he might have lost a yard. This defense is really holding against the run. Actually, he lost a couple yards there because now we're back to the 9-yard line. Second and goal here. Turn around, handoff to Daniel again. This time he's getting... Oh, that's Aaron Duncan, my bad. Aaron Duncan was able to duck his way through the defenders and into the end zone for a touchdown. A much-needed touchdown for Florida Atlantic. Getting points on the board and making this now a one-score game. Really great to see that there. And the extra point is good. So it is a 13-7 ball game now with 6:11 left before halftime. And Lafayette unable to do anything on that drive. So it is Florida Atlantic's ball at about the 42-yard line. So they, maybe they can get something pulled off here. We'll see. Faking the handoff, completes it to Brian Stewart there for a nice chunk of yards there. Brings up a 2nd and 4 now. The passing game, other than that interception, the passing game's been pretty decent so far. But the run game is what's been getting stopped a lot. As we hand off on 1st down, and just as I said that the run game's been getting stopped a lot, Brett Daniels able to pick up about 5 or 6 yards on a run there to get a 1st down. Great to see that. The Owls are going to have to keep kind of changing things up from normal to get the win in this game. Because, clearly Lafayette came in expecting a certain play from the Owls, and they caught him off guard the first couple drives there. As Brian Stewart was able to come back and get that get that ball there and turn that into another 1st down for the Owls. He had to come back a little bit to get that, but he was able to catch that and duck under a defender to get the 1st down. Down to the 30-yard line of the Raging Cajuns. They are driving, looking to put more points on the board, that is. Stover completing a pass once again, this time to Joe Hamilton. 9-yard catch. They are driving. Second and 1 here. Kind of a long one, actually. It's almost 2 yards. Nevertheless, 2nd and 1 here. A turnaround handoff. And that run goes absolutely nowhere. In fact, that actually loses a yard. So 3rd and 2 here from the 22-yard line. FAU is 2 for 3 on 3rd down conversions in this game. But can they complete this one here on 3rd down? They did get somebody to jump as the pitch is out to the left-hand side. That did not get the 1st down, but they did get the defense to jump off sides. So that's going to be a 1st down. David Davis on the ULL team jumping off sides, and it is a 1st down for the Owls. They will take a 1st down no matter what at this point. As we are now at about the 16, 17-yard line here. 1st and 10. Stover looking. He's going to throw it to the right there. Completes it. There's a flag on the play, though. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Oh, of course, another holding call. A hell of a play there that gets brought back by a holding call from our center, Larry Sanchez. So now it's going to be 1st and 20. So we'll have to see if they can come back from that. That would have got them inside the 5-yard line, but instead we're 1st and 20 at about the 26-yard line here. Turn around, fake the handoff, looking to pass. Throws it short to Allen Robinson, who picks up about 3 yards on that one. Maybe, maybe decent, maybe not. I'm not sure. So 2nd and 17 here. What is going to happen here? Stover back to pass, looking. Throwing it towards the end zone. That one goes incomplete. Incomplete on that one. As we see, Auburn is currently winning over number 7 LSU 17-14 there. We'll have to see if that score ends up holding up or not. I'm sure they'll probably score more points, but still. Here we've got a 3rd and 17 with 2:37 left before halftime. The Owls are going to be looking to put points on the board, but of course, with the kicker that we have, we may not actually be able to get a field goal off of this unless we get closer. Stover throwing it to the left there, and that's complete for 10 yards, but not enough for the first down. However, it might have got him into field goal range, as Jones with the nice completion there. So not enough to get the first down, but hopefully enough to get the field goal. So we're going to see if our kind of unreliable kicker can put it through the uprights. The kick is up and through. So it is a 13-10 ball game. Not quite what we were hoping for, but hey, we'll take points. We will take points at this point. So it's only a 3-point ball game at this point. 2:21 left before halftime. And they are unable to do anything on that drive. So we'll have to see if the Owls can go down. This would be big. If the Owls can go down and either tie this up or take the lead and then start off the second half, that would be big. Stover back to pass on first down. Looking. He's going to throw it to the right. Completes it. Nice 8-yard gain there. I believe that was Brett Daniel. Oh, sorry, that was Joe Hamilton. Wasn't sure if that was Daniel on an out route or not. 2nd and 2 here. Stover back to pass. Looking for someone. Completes it down inside to Brett Daniel, who's going to get the first down for him. 3 catches for 81 yards for Brett Daniel so far in this game, which is good to see. At the 41-yard line here, Stover. Back to pass once again. The Owls are getting aggressive as he's going to throw it deep. He's got a man there who catches it. Somehow Brian Stewart caught that with 2 defenders around him. He had 2 defenders around him, and somehow he was able to come back and catch that ball. What an impressive reception there by Brian Stewart. Coming back just in front of the defenders to catch that. What a play there. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Technically, we can get a first down, but we'll have to see what happens here. Handoff to Brett Daniel, who's going to try to fight forward for a couple of yards. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. They call timeout there. Second and 7. After the 3-yard run by Daniel there. 48 seconds left on the clock before halftime. And Trowning's going to fake the handoff on this one. Looking, throws it over. He throws it through the uprights. Does that count for points? Stover overthrown his receiver in the end zone. So we are looking at a 3rd and 7 now. The home team chanting for defense. They want to be able to stop him here. Stover looking, completes it underneath. That is not enough, though. That was not really that good. Brett Daniel with a 1-yard reception there. So they will be putting the field goal team on the field here. They're going to put it up and through the uprights. So it is a tie ball game. As we see, LSU has retaken the lead. Is now up 21-7 over Auburn. We've retaken the lead. 21 seconds left before halftime, so they probably aren't going to be able to get much of anything here. And they do not. So we will take a quick look at the halftime stats here. We see that's a 13-13 ball game. Lafayette with a couple more first downs, but FAU with more total offense right now, 218 to 157. The rushing game is definitely belonging to Lafayette. 76 carries on the ground for and 1 touchdown compared to 21 yards and a touchdown for the Owls. However, that passing game has been dominated by the Owls. 197 passing yards compared to 81 through the air for Lafayette. And, I mean, Stover's gone 13 of 17, so compared to 5 of 15 for Lafayette. So, other than that interception, he's been looking good. I mean, he overthrew his receiver in the end zone on that drive right before the halftime, but otherwise, the other couple of receptions were, defender just couldn't get it, or just couldn't hold on to it before he went out of bounds, and then Brian Stewart with that drop earlier. Let's see. Inside the red zone, the exact same for both teams there. The turnover battle is being won by the Raging Cajuns, though, as there's that one interception that's played the difference there. But total yardage, 100 yards more than Lafayette. Already with 4 penalties for 30 yards, so for the Owls, so that's not good. Nevertheless, we open up the second quarter here with the ball. As we see an empty backfield. Man in motion. He's going to take the handoff along the right-hand side there and fight forward for about 5 yards. Nice run there by Brett Daniel. Able to get a nice 5-yard run there. Can they do something more in this drive here? See if they can keep this drive alive. Going to hand off here. And that play goes for about a yard. As Brett Daniel is unable to get anything on that one there. So 3rd and 4 here. 2 of 5 on third down conversions today. Can they convert this one? Crowd's starting to get into it. Stover's going to pass. He's going to throw the slant, which is unfortunately dropped by the receiver. And the first drive of the second half does nothing. And thankfully, the Raging Cajuns are unable to do anything as well in their first drive of the second half. So it's back in Florida Atlantic's hand. We'll have to see if they can get something going on this drive here. Turnaround handoff to start off the drive, and that goes for about 4 yards. Brett Daniel just unable to break away and get big runs in this game so far. Auburn is now back up over LSU, 24-21 there. Yeah, Daniel's, I think his longest gain of the game so far, rushing-wise, has been like 5 or 6. I mean, he's having to fight for those yardage. Faking the handoff again here. Play action across the middle. Completes for the first down. Big first down gain there by Jones to help get the Owls out of the shadow of the end zone, so to speak. 1st and 10 here now. Pitch out to the right. Daniel able to pick up 4 yards on that run. Like I said, he's he's only getting short ones this time. I mean, a lot of it's been helping us out. I can't complain at all, but it's been short yardage gains so far. 2nd and 6 handoff again. This time he's able to break out a big one there as he's able to get 1st and 10 and a little bit past the first down marker as well, as he's able to get 10 yards on that run. I don't know why Hamilton was just kind of slowly jogging behind him. He should have tried to stay with him and help take off a defender, but whatever. Nevertheless, 1st and 10 at our own 48-yard line. 13-13 ball game here FAU looking to break the tie. Stover back to pass. He's going to loft it up on first down, get about 3 yards on that reception. Number 19. I'm not super familiar. Was that Walker? I don't think he's really done much in this game so far. Yeah, that was Charles Walker. It's the first reception of the game so far in this. Might have been the first time we targeted him in this game. 2nd and 7. Faking the handoff here. Looking to air it up deep. And, oh. Stewart had it and dropped it. That's, that's an unfortunate thing that he occasionally does. I mean, he's had some big catches, but he's also had some big drops, unfortunately. So it is 3rd and 7. Can the Owls convert another 3rd down here? We'll have to see. Back to pass, looking. Hits the slant. Brian Stewart able to receive that one there. 5 catches for 86 yards so far. Stewart gets that one, gets the first down for the Owls, so that's good to see. It's good to see that he was able to have a little bit of redemption after dropping that other pass on 2nd down. 1st and 10 here. Play action. Stover's going to loft it up for a first down. Joe Hamilton with another reception through the air. Stover's looking solid in this game. Like I said, a lot of his incompletions have mostly been, no offense to the receivers, but they mostly been the receivers' fault. A couple dropped passes, all that stuff. So, I mean, other than that interception early on, he's been looking a little bit more steady, a little bit more calm, a little bit more focused. Balls are wobbling a little bit coming out, but he's still able to get him to the receiver. He's still finding the open receiver and getting it to him. As Daniel takes the handoff here along the left-hand side, gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7 here. I like how it hasn't shown us an update from that Wisconsin-Iowa game in a while because Wisconsin is just blowing out Iowa now. It's like 28-3. Back to pass here on 2nd and 7. Completes it once again for a first down. Nice reception there by Jones. Able to get that one. Look at that. He's just, he's open. Stover's finding the open man. It's good to see here. As they are driving, they are inside the red zone now, down to the 12-yard line. So far, 3 attempts in the red zone today, 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. Turn around and hand off on first down. This one to Aaron Duncan, who picks up a couple yards. Duncan with the rushing touchdown earlier in the game. 2nd and 8 here from the 10-yard line. Stover looking to get his offense back into the end zone here. He's going to throw it on the slant, and that's going to be swatted away. 59 was right there, ready to swat that away from Stewart catching that. So a 3rd and 8 here. They can pick up the first down in just the, at the 1-yard line basically. But at this point, they may not be looking for the first down. They may be looking for the touchdown. Stover looking, throwing it to the end zone. That was caught in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Hamilton with an impressive catch in the corner of the end zone. Just catches that, boom, right there in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Nice catch by Hamilton there. Able to break this tie here. The extra point is up and through. So it is a 20-13 ball game now. 12 plays, 82 yards, and a nice catch by Hamilton for the touchdown. Okay, so just breaking the fourth wall a little bit here. I watched that play because when that initially happened, I thought Hamilton stepped out of bounds when he caught that, so I wasn't sure if they were going to reverse that or not. That's why I went to go watch that. But thankfully, they did not reverse it, and it is a 20-13 ball game now with 2:11 left in the third quarter. And Lafayette was able to go just flying down the field and score to tie things back up. That was a drive that took like 2 minutes. So they kind of shut us up right back again. 20-20 ball game here. The Owls are in for a fight in this game. 4-yard rush by Brett Daniel there, as Auburn is up over LSU in the fourth quarter there. So potential upset in the making on that one. 2nd and 6 from about the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. Delayed handoff. Sees Daniel just running right up the middle for the first down. There was nobody there to get him at that point. He's only had 52 yards on the ground so far, but he's fought for those 52 yards. Now Wisconsin's up 35-3 over Iowa. I'd say that game's definitely over. And this is the end of the third quarter. 20-20 ball game. This may be a who has the ball last kind of a game. We are going to have to see. At about the 28-29 yard line here. Man goes in motion, it's going to hand off, and that's going to get caught in the backfield. Didn't have a chance on that one. The defense saw that one coming, and Walker got a 2-yard loss on that run. So 2nd and 12 here. Play was blown up in the backfield. Shotgun formation, one person in the backfield there. He's going to go out. Stover, for some reason, is going to tuck it and run. I don't know why he chose to do that, because he just lost another yard for us. That was a dumb idea from him. He just decided to tuck it and run without even having a chance for the receivers to get open. So now it's 3rd and 13. Can the Owls convert this 3rd and long? Back to pass. He's going to throw it, and that's going to go incomplete. So that drive went absolutely nowhere. Not a good drive here for the Owls. And Lafayette went down and scored immediately. I'm guessing that's a... Yeah, that was a... Oh. They fumbled the punt. They fumbled the punt, and it was recovered by the defense and led to a score. Okay. Well, now it's a 27-20 ball game. Thanks to a defensive touchdown for the Raging Cajuns. So now the Owls are going to have to try to fight back from underneath again. Smith with the catch there. First of the day for him. Our backup tight end. Owls are playing from underneath on this drive. They need to get down the field, get a touchdown to tie things back up. As Daniel's able to fight forward for a few yards. So 3rd and 1 here. Four of 9 on 3rd down conversions in this game. Turnaround handoff again here on 3rd and 1. This time we do get the first down. Picking up a couple yards there on the run. Trying to keep this drive alive, trying to get down the field, get points on the board. We definitely need 7 points on the board. A field goal will not really help too much at this point. As a delayed handoff there, gets a hell of a run for Daniel. It might be the best he's had of the game. Actually, no, he had that 10-yard run earlier. But brings up a 2nd and 8 now, or 2nd and 2 now. As Getting the first down would be across midfield. As Auburn does actually knock off number 7 LSU. So good for them there. Handoff there. Daniel unable to get around his blockers. Picks up a loss of a yard on that one. So 3rd and 3 here. A 3rd down conversion that needs to be had on this drive right here. So we're back to pass on 3rd and 3. Throws it short and completes it for the first down. Nice reception there. As I just called that earlier, that Auburn knocked off number 7 LSU. It's a big first down conversion there. Keeping this drive alive. As like I said, they need to get into the end zone on this drive. Stover's going to throw the slant there to Brian Stewart for 8 yards. Good to see there. 2nd and 2. Well, congratulations. Iowa finally got in the end zone. Handoff here on 2nd and 2. Go to the right-hand side. Daniel's able to fight forward for a hell of a run here. Nice run there by Brett Daniel. He's able to juke his way past some blockers. Able to kind of fight his way through some defenders there. And pick up a hell of a first down. Great to see that there. Gets him just outside the red zone here with under 4 minutes left in the game. Again, I keep reiterating this, but the Owls need to get in the end zone on this drive. Back to pass, quick slant. There is a flag there though, as Jones has a 8-yard catch there, and it's gonna be holding on the offense once again. Larry Sanchez, 2 holding calls in this game so far, both of them kind of costly. So now it's a 1st and 20 here from the 32, 33 yard line or so. 3:30 in the game and counting at this point. Back to pass, Stover looking, and he's just going to throw it away. He threw it away there. 3:31 left in the game. 2nd and long here. Stover's going to be back in the shotgun. 3 receivers. Going to fake the handoff. Throws it across the middle there. Picks up about 6. As that is Johnson in there. Also another first reception of the game for him. So here we go. 3rd and 14 in a drive that in a situation that they need to pick up the first down. Otherwise, they're going to go for it on 4th down, I got to imagine. So 3rd and 14 here. Empty backfield. Stover looking. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted. And that's basically going to be the ball game. I mean, unless they can get the turnover right away. That might have sealed the deal there. FAU does have all 3 timeouts, so if they can get a 3 and out, that might help out. But unfortunately, the 2nd interception of the game came at a really bad time, and they are able to get the ball back. So it is 1:30 left. Still 1-score game. Can the Owls get this? Can they get this here? They do have 1 timeout left. Here we go. It is 2-minute drill time, as they say. Stover, it gets sacked right away. Not a good look there, as the defender was able to get into the backfield and break that play up. Running it back to the line here. Stover back to pass on 2nd and 16. He's going to throw it deep, and he's going to overthrow his receiver. Stover's inexperience is showing right now. Third and 16. This is basically the last chance for the Owls. And there is a jump off sides. That'll be 5 yards less that they have to pick up here on this, but it's still 3rd and 11. Here we go. 3rd and 11. Can Stover get this first down here? He's going to throw it underneath. Gets the first down. Big reception there by the Owls offense. They are rushing back to the line of scrimmage. They're not even spiking the ball. They're going to go for it on 1st and 10 right away. Stover looking. Misses his receiver. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. 56 seconds left in the ball game. Can the Owls pull off a big play on this drive and get a touchdown? Stover looking. He's going to throw it deep. There's a flag, and it is intercepted once again. 3rd interception of the game for Stover. There was a holding call on the offense, but that's going to be declined. And that's basically the ball game. That is the ball game. Stover picked off 3 times in this game, and unfortunately, the Owls dropped their conference opener of the season, 27-20 in a back-and-forth ball game. The Owls stuck with Lafayette throughout this game, but unfortunately, 2 late 4th quarter interceptions, including that one right there, sealed the deal. Stover had a fairly good ball game, except for right there at the end. Look at the game stats here really quick in this 27-20 loss for the Owls. Both teams with 16 first downs, 381 offense for the Owls, 302 for the Raging Cajuns. 120 yards on the ground for Lafayette, 299 yards through the air for the Owls. 24 of 37 with 1 touchdown, but unfortunately 3 interceptions. Honestly, granted, the fumble loss, that the fumbling on that punt that led to the touchdown that was the game winner touchdown at that point didn't help. But honestly, I feel like it was Lafayette played a great game because they were able to put such a stop to the run game. Florida Atlantic depends on the run game to get stuff opened up, to get, a lot of times the run game usually outgains the passing game. And unfortunately, they had the right call, or they did the right thing in this game. They made the Owls depend on the offense, through the air, and while it worked for kind of the middle of the game, it fell off at the end because there was the pressure there. You forced Stover into a situation that he didn't have a lot of experience with, and unfortunately he couldn't get the job done. So he got picked off twice on big deep plays. So got to give it to the Raging Cajuns. They earned that victory. They did earn that victory. We will give them the credit on that one, as they did earn that victory for sure. We'll look at the rest of the scores in the conference, as the Owls are already kind of putting themselves in a situation where they're going to have to play from underneath. Western Kentucky taking on Navy, and Navy wins that one. Navy getting another win over Sunbelt team back-to-back years here. So we took that loss to them last year, which kind of started our skid. Troy and Arkansas State going at it here in the Sunbelt, and Arkansas State picks up the victory. Middle Tennessee State having to play Florida, who is 0-4 surprisingly, but they're not winless anymore, so they pick up a victory there. And North Texas is taking on number 13 Georgia, and North Texas is 0-4 on the season. So let's look at the conference standings as they are right now. This won't be quite in order, but as we see, Lafayette now 2-0, Arkansas State now 2-0. So it's going to be a road to come back for the Owls. They may have to win out and then hope that Lafayette loses a bunch of games throughout the rest of this here. FIU yet to play a conference game. So it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see. The Owls may have maybe having a bit of an off year this year, which, you know, it happens. We're still at 74% job security and C+ prestige. We're still passing this right now, as long as we stay above that the rest of the season. That one, you know, maybe we'll get. Hopefully we'll get. This one we should easily be able to get. This one, maybe. I think that's 5 there. Looks about halfway. It's either 4 or 5. It's, you know, Stover's got more interceptions than touchdowns so far this year, so I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work out for us. He's 90 for 141 so far in the season, 1,109 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. So not a great performance from him. And he's been sacked 9 times, especially because he decides to run way too often. Daniel with only 500 yards on the ground so far, which through 5 games isn't bad, but you would hope for a little bit more from a team that kind of depends on the run game. Receiving yards wise, Brian Stewart's the leading receiver on the team, which makes sense. 343 yards. Had a lot of big catches. Jones is second, 270. Then Joe Hamilton, who has more receptions but less yardage, has 169. So there you go. Unfortunately, a loss for Florida Atlantic this week. They're going to have to see if they can bounce back next week, as they will be going up oh, they actually will have a bye, as my controller dies. So there will be a bye next week, which means that to keep with that, I will probably not have a video next week for this series. But have no fear, there will be a video next Saturday. I am going to be bringing back something else that'll make sense for it. But there's going to be a bye next week, which is good. And then the following week, they'll be taking on North Texas, who's 0-4 right now. So maybe a win. Maybe a win on that one, but we'll see. Nevertheless, thank you all for watching. Definitely appreciate it. And we will catch you in the next episode.